we are today in downtown Indianapolis on the Circle. We're going to be trying to find all 33 Indy 500 race signs today for all the 33 drivers that are going to be competing in the 106th Indy 500. How much time do we have, Daniel?
We have about 30 minutes, and we're going to try and go and find as many of these 33 as we can. If we can't find them all, it's going to be sad, but we're going to try and find as many as we can for you because they're all scattered around downtown Indianapolis. So we're going to see how many of those 33 we can find.
Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so our first one that we've ran into today is J.R. Hildebrand. He's going to be driving the number 11 for AJ Enterprises. That's going to be a pretty solid scheme over there.
Oh, yeah.
Really
big American flag.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, so the next one we found Andretti drive for Marco Andretti. He's going to be driving the number 98 car for Andretti Autosports, sponsored by Cooler. I'm really excited. I really like that scheme. I'm really excited to see what Marco can do because he hasn't won a 500, and I think if Marco Andretti wins the 500, everybody's just going to go nuts.
The world will go crazy. Is this the year? Is this the year that Marco finally wins it? Yet to be seen. Let's go turn around. Let's go over here. I think I see Will Power. Just as I mentioned, right over here, Will Power, Power Place, number 12 and 14, and he's driving that Verizon car, that tricolor scheme. It's kind of controversial, but I really like it.
It's pretty interesting. I think it's all right.
All right, looks like we have a bunch more schemes right over here on the Circle. Let's go check those out.
All right, so we're here at the next sign that we just found. Alexander Rossi Court. Interesting choice of the name.
Right there.
Yeah, it was early. I figured it'd be like Road or something, but
Rossi Road would be pretty fire.
That'd be fire.
What are you doing out here in Indianapolis?
For real.
100th Indy 500 champion.
But this man does have some success here. As Tristan said, he won the 100th one. So we're gonna see how he does this year. I'm very interested to see how Sir Alexander Rossi Court does.
And if you look right up here, the 2019 Indy 500 champion, Mr. Simon Pagenaud, actually just finished second a couple days ago as we're filming this in the Indy GP this year. Incredible driver for Meyer-Shank Racing. I'm expecting him to have a really good 500 this year.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a really good year. He's won the race before, so he knows how to do it. He's always a contender, and he's on Meyer-Shank Racing, which, I don't know, kind of won the race last year. So I think he's got a good shot, but we'll see.
So now we're at Dixon Drive, the absolute GOAT of IndyCar. This man, he always usually runs towards the front in the 500, not necessarily wins it a lot, because the last time he's won it was in 2008. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm ready to see how he does this year. Pole last year, I was flipping out, but yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, Dixon's always a contender. It's kind of a shock he's only won here once, but he's always a contender. He's always in the lead. He's always pretty much on the pole a lot of the time. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if this is the year where he gets a second finally. All right, guys, so right now we're walking up to Herta Drive for man Colton Herta himself. He just won yesterday, not yesterday, but 2 days ago. It feels like yesterday. But he just won, and so his momentum's kind of kicking off. He was so close to the pole last year. So I'm really excited to see what he can do this year.
It's going to be really interesting to see what that 26 has. I mean, we always see them fast at the 500, but there always is just little mistakes. So I really hope that we see a really good run from that Andretti Autosports show.
And also, the last time we had a rain for the GP, the same winner of that race won the 500. So, just saying.
Never know.
Never know.
We'll see. All right, so now we're walking up to one of our personal favorites and one of our good friends of the show, Malukas Street. David Malukas. It's actually right next to the Five Guys, which is completely awesome, man. And
Speaking of him, how ironic.
Speaking of,
oh my God! What are you guys
how
doing
ironic.
Here? Hello.
How's it going?
That's crazy.
What's up,
David Malukas, driver, the number 18 for Dale Quinn Racing, HMD Motorsports. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. You know, I just had a day off. Decided to get some lunch here at Five Guys on, Malukas Street. So yeah, I'm having a great time.
It's just coincidence, right?
It's crazy because we're actually doing a challenge right now where we're trying to find all 33 race signs around Indianapolis. And do you want to join us for a couple?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. So overall, seems like it was a pretty decent weekend for you, and P12 at the Indy Road Course. I mean, crazy rain race. Just how did that feel? Like, how did that overall?
I mean,
insanity, right?
first of all, short weekend. 2-day weekend, which something that I think a bit new to me. Everything just kind of went so fast. Like Friday was practice 1, practice 2, and then qualifying straight away. So it kind of gave us a really short amount of time to get the car set up for qualifying. And, you know, we were kind of just betting, crossing our fingers that, you know, first off, we're going to practice 1, car is going to be there. And sadly, it wasn't. So going to qualifying, we tried our best to get somewhere with the car, and we did, but a few mistakes here and there, and we ended up qualifying 24th for the race. So not great positioning, but rain came in, and I was really excited. Mid-Ohio, last race of the Indy Lights season, and you know the rain race went really well for us. So I had high hopes, and went to that race, and that was the scariest, most chaotic race I've ever done in my life. We did, I think, 5 pit stops total, and it just kept going rain, dry, rain, dry, rain, dry. And just throughout the whole race, I really couldn't see anything. I mean, the whole aero screen, I mean, even when it wasn't raining and it started drying up, all like the mud just getting dried up on the windscreen, people kicking it all up. So my whole screen was just this like kind of fog, like this brown fog, right? So my reference was the cars in front of me. You know, I had DeFrancesco, Ray Hall in front of me, and I was just following them. But we saved extra fuel for 1 lap, so, you know, we decided, let's do an overcut. So we saved that extra lap, but now I lost my reference because they all pitted. So I went through the S, through the little chicane coming out of 4, 5, and 6, and I just went straight. I went straight over the curb because I thought it was there, and I just launched the, it was quite funny. We were watching the playback, but yeah, it was an exciting race, to say the least.
That's awesome.
Hey, look, there's your favorite person.
You have a Sharpie? No, I don't support vandalizing, but I mean, shout out to him. I mean, me and Kirkle, we had a bit of a battle last year in Indy Lights, but all in all, we're both very friendly. The battle continues here in IndyCar. We're actually quite close on the rookie championship, so keep talking to him. We're actually trying to help each other as much as possible to try to compete with these veterans, so. But yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit of a battle there. I think there's a picture somewhere, like him choking me at Portland, so I still remember that. So.
That's awesome.
So what I'm hearing is you got to recreate it at some point. Other way around?
We're definitely gonna do it. Other way around maybe. I don't know. We'll definitely recreate it.
It's gonna get a podium. Speaking of podiums, where this season, it's very loud right here. Where do you think this season will be that chance that you might be able to get that first podium in IndyCar?
Ooh. That's a really tough question. I will switch it up and say the one I'd really like to have a podium on would be Road America. Okay. Mainly because it's like a home track to me. Absolutely love that track. I adore it. I also can't wait to do it in IndyCar. Just so much high speed, heavy braking zones. So yeah, as long, if I could get a podium there, I mean, I'll be through the roof of happiness and joy, because that's also that kind of where my racing interest got started. My dad used to race the Corvette 2005 over there, so it's kind of where it all began for me. So if I get a podium there, first IndyCar podium, it's going to be like complete the cycle.
Yeah, speaking of a guy that's locally from here that I'm sure would love to get a podium at IMS, Daly Boulevard, your Connor Daly's little road sign there.
All right, so David.
Yeah.
I gotta ask the question.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh no.
you guys, you're on a lot of long trips and stuff. So like, what is the music of choice when you're on these trips?
Oh boy, music of okay. So I have an interesting taste in music. I mean, I listen to all sorts of music, but one that I think is very special that I only listen to is hardstyle music.
Oh yeah.
Like really hardcore, like high BPM.
Like EDM stuff. Like,
Yeah, kind of like just like really quick. It's a bit
Like
weird. I'm not a
Eurobeat type
psychopath. I
stuff.
don't just listen to that going to like get coffee, but you know, it's just kind of like if I need like a pre-race like good pump without like actually, you know, caffeine or something like that, I listen to a bit of hardstyle. So that's a good thing.
Hello, Scooter.
Tony Kanaan, have you met Tony?
I have actually, yes. I did an interview with him at St. Pete's, and it was a very good interview. He kind of gave a few tips for the 500 and kind of said, you know, watch out for me, and I was like, that's fine, I'll just follow you. So I'll follow the veteran to take me around the 500.
That's very cool. So as we keep walking, we're trying to find Sato right now so that we can do the little dump thing. But so this is a question is actually from my friend Mike, and he wants to know, how do you deal with your emotions after races and stuff? Like, because we know, like as you said earlier, this last race was very very probably anxiety heightened.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with coming down after races, and how does that work?
So that's actually a good question, because there's one topic, I guess, that people don't really talk about in racing, and that's kind of, I guess, mental state of mind, which is so important. And my coach, Luke Varley, he's my driver coach, but he's also kind of like my therapist. And so after the races, I always kind of talk to him, and he helps me kind of ease my mind, especially if it's like a bad race or something happened, kind of helps me reset and dwell on it in the right way, so that next time I go back on track, I'm back at 100% where I need to be.
So right now we're actually at Sado Street. So David, Takuma is your teammate. Has he put any pressure on you to kind of figure out this track for the next few weeks?
Yeah, so definitely put some pressure. I mean, he's the two-time. He knows what he's doing around here, and he's given me many tips on the oval, and even after the GP, he said, that was a very hard race. So he congratulated me on like finishing it, and as a rookie to do that without any mistakes. So no, I mean, very good teammate, Takuma. I probably wouldn't want any other teammate, especially for my rookie year. He's helped me, like in Texas, gave me so many secret tips that I will not say. But I feel like there's still a few that he's, hiding, that maybe spotted out in the videos. But no, I mean, Takumi is such a great guy, personality-wise, for racing, etc. So, shout out to him. He's going to be somebody to look out for sure. I mean, we did the 2-day test here at the Indy 500, and he was very quick. I think he was second quickest after the 2 days. So the car is good. He's very quick, so he's going to be one to look out for.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. Riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it.
Here with Juan Pablo Montoya on Montoya Avenue, two-time Indy 500 champion, 2000, 2015. Longest span of time between two Indy 500 wins. What do you think that the 6 car has this year?
I feel like the 6 car is one of those wild cards where I could see them winning, but I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see if Juan Pablo Montoya can become a 3-time Indy 500 winner. I could see it happening, but only time will tell.
Not really confident about Juan's chances, but I'd love to see it happen. We're here at Highline Drive, number 77 for Malukas Hollinger Racing. I don't remember what number this is for us, but 77. No, but Jay will have it down in the counter for how many signs we've hit so far. I have no idea, because I feel like we've just been going. But Callum's been doing really well so far these last couple days, and I think that honestly he might have something for Indy. You never know.
Yeah, Callum Ilott is really good on the road courses. We don't quite know if he's going to be super great on the ovals. We've only seen him on one. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he fares at IMS.
Alright, so we're now here with Mr. Santino Ferrucci. My hair brother, as some would say, Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie Yellow Shirt. She likes to call me that. She likes to call me and Santino twins because of our hair. But this is a good guy to have actually picked for the 500. He's had a top 10 in pretty much every 500 he's ran in. Yeah, I mean, he's always a contender. So.
Plus, in tests that we were at a couple of weeks ago, he was very fast. He was third fastest for the longest time. So expect that 23 to be up front.
Well, guys, we ran out of time. We tried to get as many as we could, but unfortunately we couldn't get all 33. I don't know how many we got.
You'll see that number right here, actually, how many we actually got.
But I don't know. I had a good time trying to find all our friends, all the drivers, just trying to find all these signs. What about you?
Yeah, overall, I feel like this is going to be a really good 500 season. Incredible field that we have out here. Big shout out to Indy every year for doing all of these signs. Let us know if you guys want us to attempt this challenge again, and we might do a little bit more time, because I think 30 minutes might have been a little bit underwhelming there for that. But let us know. I mean, they're going to put these back up in July, so you never know. We might find some. Big shout out to our friend David Malukas for coming by and stopping by in the video. Had a good time with him. Let's go ahead. We're going to tell you guys really quick. We're actually going to be doing a giveaway. Daniel will tell you guys all about that.
So, as you guys know, if you've been a loyal watcher, it's kind of an inside joke to have the Miranda Cosgrove flag with David Malukas. So we actually got one signed by him that we're going to give away to one of you guys. So I think the way we're going to do it is we're going to have a tweet on our Twitter. I would assume you're already following our Twitter. If you're not, please follow our Twitter, because that's where this giveaway is going to be happening. We're going to make sure people are following, and they're going to like and retweet the tweet that we will post at some point soon. And so that's how you'll enter this giveaway, to try and enter for a chance to win a signed flag from our friend David Malukas.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time out there. I'll put all the instructions in the description. Just follow it word by word, and it'll be super easy for you guys. Anyway, signing off in front of the beautiful 500 Festival little display there. My name is Tristan Grider for Burnout Sports and the